I need you to notice something really quick before we start. Are you holding your breath? If so, let it go. You are exactly where you need to be. Ooh. Hey, y'all. Welcome back. I am Sia, the Transparent Therapist, also known as Sia, the Therapist, also known as just Sia. And if you are new here, welcome. Today is a little different because it's something that I've been thinking about for months. I've been on hiatus, I know, and I'm a little scared to share it with you guys, but I guess that's the point, right? Okay, so this year, 2026, I am attempting to build my private practice into a $500,000, $500,000 private practice. Not in theory, not on a vision board, but in real life, guys, in real life. So here's what I realized. In 2025, I've been pushing my clinicians, my employees, my clients to really do their best, to rest. I've been teaching them how to soften and how to stop trying to fast pace their lives. But let me tell y'all a secret. I haven't been doing it. I've been actually doing quite the opposite. In building my practice since 2017, I've actually become so masculine, guys. I've become more controlling. I've been saying, I'll do it myself. And because of all those things, I've been exhausted. So this year, I'm doing the exact opposite. I am going to build my practice to $500,000 whilst becoming the softest version of myself I could ever imagine with God. And guess who gets to come? You, if you want to. So the thing is, I don't want you just to watch. I know some of my day ones are here. And when I say day one, I mean 2009. Yes, y'all, I've been on YouTube since 2009, doing all kinds of things you can imagine. And some of those videos I have privated because I have grown. The Lord has taken my hand and we have elevated. But this is something I've never done before. And I want y'all to come with me. I want you to build with me as I'm building myself in Christ as well, as I'm building myself as a mother, a wife, a friend, someone who is soft. Because this masculine girl, well, I forgot. I can't stay here no more. So my goal is to show y'all everything I feel comfortable with and everything the Spirit wants me to show you. Okay, so here's how it's gonna work. Every other week, not weekly, I did that intentionally, y'all, because if I did it weekly, I would just end up burning out. But every other week, I'm going to show you the ins and outs of what I'm doing in order to build this 500K practice. My whole goal here is not to burn out, but to soften. So some weeks are going to be about business. Some weeks are just going to be about me growing my practice. Some weeks are going to be about me doing life with Christ, because a big portion of my business is Christ. Y'all, I run a Christian therapy practice. Now, that's not to say everyone there is Christian, but they already know what the deal is. And hopefully if I sow that seed, they'll learn how to accept Christ. Y'all are gonna come with me as I'm making some really hard decisions. I might be flip-flopping because that's the real. This is the behind the scenes, but I want to be able to look at this and say, wow, I really allow God to use me. Because even if you're not building a practice, you're gonna see the journey that I'm going on as a person, as a wife, as a mother. So here's what I'm not doing. I'm not editing out the mess. Y'all gonna see what my life really looks like. For the longest time, I actually stopped filming on YouTube because, y'all, my life has become messy. I have 3 kids. And it's like every time I pick something up, something else just magically appears behind me. So y'all gonna see the mess. But I think there's so much beauty in that. Why? Because this is my reality. This is me being transparent. If I have a week where I am not hitting my quota, or I make 2,000 instead of the 10,000 I'm supposed to make, I'm gonna show it to you. If I have a week where I am snapping at my husband or my children, I'm gonna show it to you, because that's what's gonna help you help me stay accountable. So I'm not in my masculine mode, but more in my softness. And the only way to master this is if I show you the real. I want y'all to help me make decisions. Maybe what I wear, what I'm doing. And yes, I'm gonna take it as suggestions, but my whole goal is to get back to me. Because in building a business and running a family and being somebody's daughter, wife, friend, I oftentimes get lost in a mess. So I'm gonna present options to y'all. And y'all are gonna let me know in the comments, should I do it? Is that a deal? All right, so let's get into it. Let's look at the numbers.
I use QuickBooks for the business. However, I have an accountant that actually does all of the accounting and bookkeeping. Shout out to Whitehead Tax Company. Love her down. I don't necessarily look at my numbers ever, so I know she'd be very proud of me. But this is what we ended the year with, about 140K. Now, mind you, this is only our gross. To run a business, I actually have employees, contractors, overhead, office, all these things that I need to pay. So I'm actually never going to share my net because then you'd actually see what my employees get paid, and that's their private business. But this is what the company grossed in 2025. Again, my goal is $500,000. This is why I said I'm going to be exercising the biggest faith I have, because there's a lot of expenses that go into this, a lot of overhead. So I just want to see what I can do. And I will be very honest, I'm pretty lazy nowadays in my business. So I'm trying my hardest to actually be a great steward to what God has afforded me and the opportunities that He gives me in order to offer people jobs, in order to offer people experience in the field, and then give back to the clients who really need help with trauma, anything. So that's the real.
All right, y'all, so that's it. Those are real numbers. That's the business side. But now let's get into the personal side. I have been in masculine mode for a while. I try to fix everything. I try to lead everything. I plan everything. It's kind of exhausting. And it's not to say my husband doesn't do these things. He's patient. But when I want something done, I want it done my way. And because I'm doing so many things, I feel like my kids sometimes get the short end of the stick. So I'm showing up to the things that they're doing, but my mind is still on business. My mind is still on getting this money. And I feel like I'm starting to make money my God. But I will say, I haven't negated my walk with Christ. It's actually grown tremendously last year. I want to say last year, 2025, was the biggest year yet with the walk I had with the Lord, or have, I should say. But sometimes when I am like in go-getter mode, I'm talking with God, but I'm not really talking with Him. But here's also what I do know. I don't want to build a $500,000 practice if it means I'm going to lose my peace or the relationship I have with God. So this soft year means a lot to me. I just don't want success anymore if it's going to make me hard. So I'm choosing both, success and softness, with the help of the Lord. So here's where I need your help. Next episode, I'm going to be showing my first revenue goal and what I made or didn't make. And I need a decision to be made. Maybe one of the biggest decisions of the year. Do I add more clients? Or do I keep my client load really small and increase my rate? Because remember, y'all, I have to consider burnout and what's realistic. Y'all let me know in the comments below. What would you do? Remember, I generally don't know what I should do. I'm gonna go to the Lord in prayer with this, but I just really wanna know what y'all think. I am going to read every comment that you drop because it matters to me. And honestly, what's my company without the people that helped me build it? You're not just watching this, you're co-creating with me, because the community is what is needed to build the kingdom. Because here's what I believe. If I can build something while staying soft and relying on God, then you can too. Whether that's your next side hustle, buying a home, joining a ministry, doing that thing that scares you. Allowing God to lead you is going to allow you to get the result that you need from the Father, because all things work together for His good. And if this is going to be contributing to His kingdom, then I believe wherever He aligns you is the path you need to be on. But you have to do it with God. And you have to do it with God and be soft, not hard. My whole goal is to show up for my family and still show up for my clinicians and my clients, because that is why God placed me on this earth, to counsel and to serve. And I want to serve in the best of my ability. Now you might ask, why are you trying to aim for a $500,000? Well, I'm trying to exercise my God faith, okay? Because $500,000 feels so unrealistic for me. But I know with God it could be possible. So even if we don't make it there, what I am expecting is God to show up and show out and do His big one for whatever the number might be. Because really what He's doing is He's doing some hard work in me. And I no longer want to be hard. I am so excited for the year ahead. Let me know as well. Once you tell me what you think I should do. What are you working on this year? What are you excited about? What are some things that God is working in your life to do? And what are you allowing Him to lead in? And what are you pushing yourself in the forefront for? Because remember, this temple is not ours. It belongs to the Lord. And so you want to always ensure that he is the one leading your temple, and the things that you're doing with your temple are acceptable sacrifices to him. Y'all, this can never get old, but make sure you walk good, keep the vibes high, and I'll see you in the next one.